Now that we've completed inputting the event in JEvents, or the program rather, we're going to go to Components and then DT Register. Once we have loaded up DT Register, we'll see a number of links along the top. The first one we need to address is the locations. So I'll click on Locations and I'll create a new location. And for the camp, this will be Vineyard Church, I believe. And I need to look up the address, but I don't know what it is exactly. But let's just make it 1200 South Black Street in Bozeman, Montana 59715. And we don't need to put in a phone number or an email or a website for the camp location. That's fine. Click Save in the top right. Now that we've got the location saved in, we click on the tab just to the left of that called Events. Here we can see a list of the existing events, only the Fall Basketball League right now, so we'll go up to the top right to click New. And I'll create a new quote-unquote event for our program. Our program is the Summer Adventure Day Camp. I'll choose that from that first drop-down. Publish event, that means show it on the site or not. I'll say yes. Registration types to allow, individual. We'll always leave that on individual. For event details article, we want it to point to the same article that we made in step 1. That was in primary content, camps, and of course Summer Adventure Day Camp. Then for show details link, we want to say show. Show attendees button, we leave that on hide. Event capacity, we can put in a fixed number like 20, but we can also put in 0, which allows for unlimited capacity. And there's reminders of the descriptions of each of these things over here to the right as well. For the waiting list, we'll disable it, but it could be enabled. For the event status, we'll leave that as public. For a cutoff date, let's suppose that January 12th will be our cutoff date. It doesn't really matter. And for our start date, just something before January 12th. The event category, we know, is camps. The location we just put in, the Vineyard Church, and maximum group size we can ignore that box. Then for send new registration notification emails, that would be your own email. So Jen Hoyard at GallatinValleyYMCA.org. And then we can progress to the second tab, discounts and fees. We put in any kind of discount, early bird discount, or a late fee, and then there's the amount for the registration. So let's suppose it's $100 for the camp. And this is where we would put in a late fee, but I'm not going to put any in right now. And then we go to payment, and we choose how we're willing to accept payment for the camp. Right now, by default, it's on both PayPal, which is what we'll use for receiving payments online, and Pay Later. If we just wanted it on PayPal, we could click there, or Pay Later, we could click there. If we want to click and select multiple options, you can hold down the Control key on your keyboard and click to select multiple options. Then we can ignore everything here except for the very bottom, where it says Pay Later Options. If we have Pay Later selected up top, we'll want to choose whether we want Pay at the Door, Mail-in Payment, or Call-in Payment. And I'm going to suppose for this that I'm not willing to take a mail-in payment, just a call-in, and then I'll hold down Control, or a Pay at the Door. We can move to the next tab, Messages, which we don't need to mess with at all. And the final tab, Fields. there's only one field that we can turn on and off, and that's inputting the name of the child, because when we're taking payment, obviously it's coming from the parent. If we want to also know the name of the child, we can select this to yes, and then we can make it required that they tell us by selecting yes. Group registrations, we leave that on none. And we're all done here, so we click Save in the top right. And now we have our event or program officially listed and ready to go.